morning. It's Sunday, 23rd of October 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Sunday Times says, Daytime runway renovation, Sri Lanka slashes 620 flights. Sri Lankan Airlines will have to slash a massive 620 flights off its schedule to accommodate the daytime renovation of the airport runway after agencies overrode the carrier's request for construction to be shifted to night hours. Earlier, the airline had said more than 200 flights would be cancelled. It has now been revealed that this meant 200 flights a month or several flights a day. What kills me is that my flight utilization drops, said Suren Ratwatha, Sri Lankan Airlines Chief Executive Officer. In order to make money, I have to fly an aircraft roughly between 11 and 14 hours a day. And when I can't fly my aircraft for 6 hours a day, my costs don't change and my revenue plummets. Another highlight says, here they come, 3 more foundations. The trend of setting up foundations in the name of MPs and former MPs will continue in Parliament this week with 3 new bills scheduled to be introduced in the House on Tuesday. They include the bill to incorporate the Maithripala Sirisena Lakdaru Diriya Foundation. It will be produced by UPFA National List MP Malik Jaythilaka. The other 2 bills are to incorporate the Saravana Bhavan Foundation, Mahipala Herat Janasahana Foundation. E. Saravana Bhavan is TNA MP from Jaffna district, while Mahipala Herat is the Chief Minister of the Sabaragamuwa province and former parliamentarian. The highlight in the middle says, HSBC's alleged bogus agri-loans hoodwink monetary board. HSBC Sri Lanka branch allegedly passed bogus loan to agriculture sector clients to meet a monetary board stipulation that 10% of the loan portfolio of all commercial banks must go towards the agriculture sector, an investigation by the Sunday Times has found. These loans were passed before the reporting date at the end of certain financial quarters when the figures are officially conveyed to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. The loans, which amounted to short-term cash injections to relevant corporate clients, were then revised after the reporting date. And the highlight at the bottom says, killing of Jaffna students. 5 policemen remanded. 5 policemen allegedly involved in the incident where 2 Jaffna University students were killed were remanded until November 4th by Jaffna Magistrate Court yesterday as security was tightened in the Northern Peninsula. Security measures were stepped up around Jaffna town, particularly the court complex and police headquarters, to prevent any unrest or violence. Jaffna Magistrate S. Sadiswaran instructed the police to produce the suspects in the courts tomorrow, though they have been remanded in Anuradhapura prisons till November 4th. Criminal Investigations Department detectives sent from Colombo are probing the incident by recording statements and collecting forensic evidence. President Maithripala Sirisena, while regretting the incident yesterday, instructed the law enforcement authorities to carry out an impartial investigation and submit the report to courts as early as possible. He also ordered that compensation be given to the families of the victims. The 2 arts faculty students were killed in the incident on Thursday night after one of them was allegedly shot by policemen who were on night patrol. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Sunday Observer. The top highlight says, Government to purchase private power. Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy Dr. Suren Bhattagoda told the Sunday Observer that the ministry hopes to increase the reserve power margin in the system to 600 megawatts so that the country will not experience a total power failure if Nurecholi falters. We intend purchasing 100 megawatts of thermal power from the Heladanavi power station and 25 megawatts from the Ace Mathura power station within the next 2 months. This will add 125 megawatts in the reserve. We will increase the capacity by going into few more agreements in the coming months, he said. The highlight in the middle says, fresh post-mortem on ex-Surgeon Major's body. The exhumed body of ex-Surgeon Major Edurusingha Jayamanna, who committed suicide after leaving a suicide note claiming responsibility for Lasantha Vikramatunga murder, will be subjected to another post-mortem by a 3-member medical board headed by the Colombo Chief Judicial Medical Officer on a request made by the CID. Officials close to the investigation team told the Sunday Observer. The fresh post-mortem will be conducted by Colombo Chief Judicial Medical Officer Dr. Ajit Tennakon, Senior Lecturer of the Colombo University, Dr. Jane Pereira, and JMO of K. Gall Hospital, Dr. Ramesh Alagiyavanna, following a request made by the CID to the Mount Lavanya Magistrate Court where Vikramasinghe's case is being heard. And the highlight at the bottom says, Jaffna University student's death. CID to produce findings tomorrow. The Criminal Investigations Department says that they are conducting investigations into the killing of 2 Jaffna University students and will produce its findings to the magistrate tomorrow. According to highly placed CID sources, a team has been sent to Jaffna to carry out investigations. Security in Jaffna and Kilinochchi has been beefed up following the incidents as the funerals of the 2 students are due to take place tomorrow and the day after, sources said. Soon after the shooting came to light, the TNA issuing a statement condemned the incident and said that they regret the events which had occurred. With a statement issued by President Sirisena ordering an impartial investigation into the shooting of 2 youths in Jaffna last Thursday, opposition leader R. Sambandhan is confident that impartial investigations will be carried out as ordered by the President. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, CB bond scam probe. Hope to submit 2 reports. Another highlight says, Energy experts slam government. Sampur suspensions of 40 billion rupees annul loss. The highlight in the middle says, 2 Jaffna University students succumb to serious injuries. Jaffna JMO confirms bullet hit the rider. And the highlight at the bottom says, I am a tough administrator, says Dilrukshi. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.